being 5:30, this is the Tilton Northfield Fire and EMS Commissioners Meeting. It is Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. It is 5:33 p.m. We're in the Tilton Town Hall downstairs meeting room. Those present include the Commissioners, Administrative Assistant Kathy, and the 2 Deputy Chiefs. No other members, no members of the public. Any comment before we move on to business? All right, hearing none. Correspondence, do we have any?
None.
None. Any correspondence that either of you know of? All right, building committee. I'm not sure if we were expecting
I was not, but I didn't know.
we don't know if the chief heard back from Lorero as to an update of where they're at.
Had not heard.
No,
Okay.
I've not heard.
Right. Well, I just want to thank everybody for attending the meetings with the selectmen. I think those went well. I think we should continue to meet with the 2 select boards on maybe a quarterly basis to keep everybody in the loop. They seem to be appreciative of the knowledge share. If anyone else has any comments about those 2 meetings?
I think it's good to let them know what's going on. I mean, and anything they can do to help, you know, with the station stuff like that there, which they probably can, some of them. I mean, some of the people in there know a lot of people.
Yep. Thank you for all that information. Thank you for all this work. Has anyone done the numbers to, like, with these increases, what would they have done to the revenue as compared to
I
prior
did
year?
not. I don't. Kathy sees the fees, I see the permits, so I typically don't. What led to this? Well, a couple of things led to this too, but I'm redoing the permits to make them more user friendly. Our permits haven't been done in a long time, and I'm trying to make them more user friendly for people. We've had a couple, not complaints, but suggestions.
Yes.
And so I'm trying to make it a little easier for the contractors to, not so complicated.
Right, so this is the before,
That's the before. That was what was.
and that's the after.
Yeah, and so and the after, anything red is
Yeah.
new, anything black I left the same. So if you look,
Do we have to vote on that?
yes, this
Yes,
is
you do.
these are fees set by you. So you can, if you don't want to vote, if you want to take this and
Yeah, I'd like to dig
deeper into it,
I like that you did a little bit of a comp study of,
I was most surprised by how it's all over the place.
yes,
And then of course your explanation that, right, if it's a town where the fire department and the planning and zoning are all one, right.
it's
Some are,
The fees
yeah.
are over there instead of over here.
yeah. And then on the last page of that, I tried to explain why I did, and it tells you what I do for, like if you go to standpipes, requires a plan review, rough inspection, leak test, and final inspection. That's why I'm saying a $25 fee for something I'm doing 4 inspections on doesn't really make sense. Especially the standpipe system is in a large commercial building that it's going to take a lot to inspect.
Right.
The $25 fee probably isn't correct. So feel free to add, if you want to take this and then we can vote on. If you want to take a look at it for a month and then
Okay. Have it on for February.
yeah, feel free to email me, call me if you have any questions. That'd be great.
No, I do think it's appropriate that we charge some fee that's reasonable for the amount of time that it takes you to do the job, but then also knowing that the taxpayers are paying for the department to begin with.
Yeah.
I like the way you represented it. I think you made it very succinct and clear.
So, the money will increase, it should increase slightly, it goes into the fund, we move the money from A to B to what's going on with that trailer? I'm not up to speed on that. Is there
Okay.
a plan or are we just doing it in a different direction?
No,
or-
I wasn't actually. I think I was in training or something. I wasn't here when the chief actually presented my fire prevention budget for next year. But in my fire prevention budget next year is a new fire extinguisher trainer, and that's why the large increase in that. And in that same budget proposal that I gave to the chief, my recommendation was to surplus that trailer, and I was going to actually ask your expertise on how to do that. It's a trailer we haven't used since 2009. 2019. So it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
It's been sitting there. It needs a lot of repair and upkeep. And I personally don't feel we have the time or manpower to use that to its fullest extent. We go to the schools every year. We do a fire prevention presentation every year. It changes every single year. To go back every single year and teach those kids that same trailer every single year, they've all seen it. And now, I mean, would it be something good to bring every 4 or 5 years? Yes. But to maintain a piece of equipment like that, to bring something to the schools every 4 or 5 years, I don't believe is the best use of our money. And that trailer needs a significant work. And significant upkeep. I feel the fire extinguisher trainer, we bought that, we purchased it in 2007, I believe. With may or may not have help from 3M. We were trying to figure that out. It's a large purchase, but we go and we do fire extinguisher training. We provide it to businesses around the community every single year, and it's something that it's frustrating. Like if you can, we went to 3M last year, and the one we have now, it started. It's older. It doesn't work as good. And when it breaks, and you have, the company's paying those 50 employees to have a fire extinguisher training with me, and now my piece of equipment is broken and not working properly. It's not only embarrassing, but it's not good for the company because they're paying that, and they're, and so we go to Sea Light, we go to Spalding Youth Center, we go to 3M, we go to Tanger, we did Compass Academy this year, we did, and it's something we do as a department.
What is the trainer? I've never seen it.
The trainer, it's about this big. It's a metal pan. And it's connected to propane. And so I have a box, and I can set different types of fire, a wastebasket fire, a flammable liquids fire, an electrical fire, and it actually and then we have training fire extinguishers that actually expel water, and depending on how I have that set, the fire reacts differently to that training fire extinguisher. So it's actually a real fire with a propane tank. So we go out, Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn we did. I'm trying to think. We did a lot last year, I think, and I'm trying to do more. It's great for the businesses just to interact and talk to the businesses too, and then just get that piece of training out of it.
And the replacement cost of that is what?
I don't have the number right. I believe it was right around $15,000 or $16,000, and that was requested out of the fire prevention fund. So again, no impact
for this year.
For 2025. Yeah, that will be going. That was part of the. I think my total budget request for this year was $21,000 out of the fire prevention fund, and the vast majority of that was that piece of equipment.
In the old training trail, it doesn't owe us anything because I don't think we ever paid anything for it.
Yeah, levels are grant funded or fundraised or whatever. I've had a couple of them come through my place. I say Salem is one of the last ones. They all look alike. They're all made by Scott or somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do we need to make a motion to dispose of that trailer?
You do. I don't know if tonight's the right night to do that, but yes, you guys would need to make a motion to dispose of that trailer. I mean, maybe tonight's the right night. I don't know. That's
probably let's get the spring. It's not going to sell great now, right? But it's a municipal type of thing. You can run around, do pictures inside now, put it on there, and then you're in control of the transaction, like you did with the other truck. If it flops, you relist it, or we can evaluate at that point.
Yeah, well, I think that's the direction we'll go. So if you have time to start putting together that listing.
Yeah. You don't want to get to the point you list it and get a snowstorm to get it all plowed in and everything, and then somebody wants to buy it. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say you get closer to the district meeting.
The fire extinguisher trainer is $12,499.
That was just for the extinguisher trainer. It didn't include a couple props and the
That
carrying case.
includes the power unit and the supporting equipment.
Okay, is that what I put in?
That's what you put in.
Okay.
And you just throw that in the back of a pickup? Or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's got carrying cases and stuff to protect it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep. The one we have now, it works, but it breaks probably every 2 to 3 times I use it. My recommendation was to donate that to Lakes Region Mutual, because a lot of people borrow our fire extinguisher training because I believe I can't remember how we got it, if it was Branch or how we got it. I looked back through all the paperwork, I couldn't find it. So the Lakes Region since then has always used it. My recommendation was to donate this one, our old one, to the Lakes Region Mutual Fire Aid. If anybody wants to borrow one, they can borrow it from them. The new one becomes Tilton Northfield Fires, and it doesn't get lent out.
I don't like the word donate, but I would suggest a very fair sale, even if it's for $1, because then you've transferred ownership and it doesn't come back on us. It's like why they sell fertilizer for $1 at Home Depot. It's a transfer of ownership, and then it removes liability. And I think, you know, we can sell it, and it doesn't have to be exorbitant, and if it's grant funded, we probably can't make any money on it, but I just, there's a buyer and a seller, and it wasn't a giveaway. I don't know.
Makes sense.
So something for us to talk about. If we ever hire an attorney, but it would cost us some money to do that.
All right, anything else? All right, let's move to the PowerPoint. Okay.
It wasn't in the correspondence, right?
No, it's first time I've seen it. If I had to guess with my quick look through, the chief took last year's and updated the slides.
And added a few.
It seems to have to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the order might need to be changed.
Again, my, if I may make a recommendation, take that with you, review it. Your next meeting in February is the public hearings as well as your monthly meeting. So I recommend that you have something in between so that you can deal with this,
Deal with what?
deal with the PowerPoint presentation if you want the chief to make any changes.
Oh.
And then I'm sure there's other things that you would want to do at the same time.
So last year, part of the effort, from my perspective, was eliminating slides that were repetitive or, less necessary, and then ordering them in a way that made the best logical sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was reviewing this, after tonight's meeting, that would be part of the thought process that I would use as I go through this. And then obviously, a lot of the public at the meeting, this isn't really that important. So,
Always
they want to get into the,
caution.
The numbers, there's some numbers in there
Right,
that
yeah.
I really want to,
Don't go death by PowerPoint.
True.
They want to know what the unassigned fund balance is, so they can spend the heck out of it with warrant articles. And,
all right, so is that agreeable for this to be a review item? Now, Kathy, give us the timing of what's going to be posted for that next meeting, because the public hearings have a specific time posted.
Right, the meeting in February was going to be, your meeting was going to start at 5 and then the public hearings were going to start at 6.
Okay.
But if you want to make changes to the PowerPoint, you'll want to do that prior to so that it will be ready for that meeting.
Is the PowerPoint part of that public hearing?
Yes. The chief has always done that as part of it.
Do we actually review the PowerPoint at the public hearing?
No, he just shows it and, gives out information. You've been to them before, right, Mike? And that is what he does? Yes, no?
2
Okay.
years ago, it was open and closed in about 2 minutes. The last
Because
year,
there was nobody there. Last year, there were a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And there probably will be again this year.
And is that meeting scheduled for the PD?
PD, yes.
Okay.
That's already been booked.
the district meeting, didn't you read all this? Yeah.
Yeah, the chief and I spent some time putting the pages in order.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff here about training and certifications, and I'm sure there's an underlying theme or point to be made with that. I don't remember all that being in previously.
Yeah. No, it was there. We didn't go through it specifically, other than to highlight, you know, that we continue to do training and
Yeah.
keep certifications active.
I just don't remember this, well, this much.
And we
drill
hand,
down.
and we handed it out,
Yeah.
so everybody had a copy. Yeah, I think there's more pages here.
A few.
Did he just get started and then he left?
He left.
Oh.
Yeah, he just left. Yeah,
Oh, that was quick.
yeah. He went back. He came from another career department and then went back to that career department.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They offered him quite a bit more.
They called him back.
Yeah.
They did.
Refresh my memory of the 61,000. How much is the prayer prevention?
I'm sorry, what page are we on?
The total fund balance.
Yes,
We're transferring money, which would be the tower revenue,
and the fire prevention.
fire prevention is just those two.
Let me pull up the,
It's
let me
got
get the
how much
warrant.
What night did you guys write the warrant? Did I miss that?
Was that the night you were, yeah, you missed?
You wrote the
Yeah.
warrant that night?
Yeah,
No.
we reordered it. You've seen a copy of it?
Nope.
Oh, I think it was in the packet that we handed out to the selectmen last week.
Yeah, I immediately gave mine to somebody that, because I thought it was just that.
Oh.
So I turned around, I gave it to,
You can see a warrant page right there.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
10,000, so
We were over in Northfield and somebody's like, oh, look at it.
$10,530 is for the fire to add to the fire prevention fund. $11,518 is to add to the communication tower. $3,290 is for the health insurance deductible.
What are that doesn't total 61,000.
What page is that?
Fund balances.
Right in the.
Halfway through.
Halfway through. See, I haven't looked at, oh, there it is. I haven't looked at this.
I think that's what we believe is remaining
Proposed
from the
transfers.
operating budget, right?
What?
From this year.
No, that has nothing to do with the, oh, that's taking money out of the unassigned fund balance. That was last year's.
Oh, so those numbers might
Fund
not be up
balances
today.
as of,
Oh, yes, okay. Never mind, those numbers are not
but
right.
that may not be. That is so strange.
You know that number. It's not.
That's, yeah, those numbers don't look familiar to me.
Okay.
I see what you're saying now, because in front of the packet, there's a talk about mutual aid, and then the last slide is about mutual aid.
Yeah. So it's just, so what I do is I take the packet and I take it all apart.
Throw it down the
and I weigh
stairs.
it down.
And the heavy ones go
And
to
it's
the
like,
bottom.
all right, these two slides could be
Yeah,
combined one,
okay.
and, yeah.
Did he count the pages yet, or?
I think it's
I
more than
started
last
to.
year. I think your measurement was that.
Yeah,
It is heavier than last year.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's,
I know we're not buying better paper. It's 15% post-consumer recycled content, whatever. No, it's just- Yeah, because I looked at the back slide and it said something about mutual aid giving versus receiving. Well, that's kind of light, because I thought it was like over 100, because that's ambulance only, and this is total.
It's a work in process.
Definitely.
Now, the chief will be back in on Thursday?
Yes. He will be back Thursday.
Okay. 16th.
Are you kidding?
21, 22,
38.
23,
I think last year, it was only, it was under 20.
31, 32.
I bet you're right, yeah.
Could have double-sided it, saves some.
It was under 20, that's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
All right.
hopefully I'll have the recommendations from the attorney soon. Because then that would be the warrant that you guys would actually
Be working with.
be working with.
Oh, it's in school,
I
right?
mean, school, down at the National Fire Academy. I will be at the National Fire Academy for,
How convenient.
I think I
That's
did
what
that
I
on
thought,
purpose.
too.
I was like, oh, those 2 weeks look good.
Totally.
We could zoom you in.
Has
You're
our
gonna be in Florida?
No,
moderator
Emmitsburg,
issue,
Maryland. I wish it was Florida, but Emmitsburg.
has our moderator issue improved at
No.
all? or-
No, we're gonna have you, mother.
Oh, no.
The chief keeps saying that he's got one in his back pocket, but
Okay.
I've tried to get the information and he just,
No, 3 months.
So I guess we don't have to worry about it now.
60 days.
All right, let's move on to review of minutes, because we have
several,
We have several.
Many minutes.
many minutes.
And you should have 2 sets in your packet, though.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
So the 11-12 minutes were, we met with the Mitchell group and then we started going through the budget. Didn't we? Yes.
Yes.
I looked through that and I was happy with it.
Oh yeah, and that's the same meeting that you approved the charge for the building committee.
I make a motion, we accept the November 12th, 2024 minutes as presented.
I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of accepting the minutes of the November 12th, 2024 meeting minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right, 12:10. So long ago I made the notes, now I don't remember. Oh, on page 4, under personnel, third bullet item down, it says Deputy Valvini attended the National Fire Academy in March.
Oh,
You're going to be attending.
I'm going
Will
to be
be.
attending. Yeah.
So that needs to be corrected. And then on page 5, under legal representation, Jason, this was a meeting you were not at.
Right.
The second sentence, Commissioner Sattler commented that he and Commissioner Wright like DTC lawyers as their first choice. That's not exactly what, if that's what I said, that's not what I intended.
Me neither.
What I intended was to say that I like DTC, and at the prior meeting, that Jason had mentioned that he had liked them as well. I did not mean to imply that that was our first choice.
Yeah, it wasn't a ranked choice voting thing. No, that's fine.
I'd
So,
like that reworded. Or,
What page is it on?
I'm on page 5, under legal representation.
and Jason had commented at a previous meeting? Is that right?
I don't know that he and Commissioner Wright like, you could say like the DTC lawyers. And
Period.
just remove the as their first choice.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely get rid of those. First choice gone.
I gotta figure out how to fix that. It's IAR.
That doesn't, used to do it to me. It gives me 4 texts for every 1 notification, so I deleted the app. I got sick of it.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
You can go out, come in, yeah, tomorrow or, maybe not tomorrow, it's a busy day, but come in Thursday or Friday and I'll help you out. Because I shut mine off, it's much easier, and I just get the text message.
When you get to page 7, Article 6, I have a correction. I guess I don't understand what, Commissioner Sattler clarified that Article 11 would be covered by taxation, and this article would also be raised by taxation. I'm
Let's,
not sure what that means.
that's, no. How about this article? Article 11 would be raised by taxation.
And those are the 3 corrections I.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to accept. Minute meetings, 12/10/24,
As corrected?
as corrected.
I'll second that. Motion's been made and seconded. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. You abstain, you weren't there. Motion carries. All right, we don't have the minutes to the 18th meeting. Sure, I
Would you
printed
like
it
me to
out.
unplug my laptop and hand it off so you guys can read them?
It's fine, I'll pull them up. They get sent out to us. Would you like to do it that way? Would Courtney have sent those?
She should have.
I think she did.
It was with the chief, the correspondence was the Northfield Select Board for the meeting on January 7th. The minutes for December 10th, and you couldn't do those because Jason wasn't here. And then you did a non-public.
Got the minutes here.
Okay, and then you adjourned.
Paul, do you want to read these? Can you pull those up and give that laptop? Maybe that can read them.
Here you go.
He wasn't there, so what is he worried about? You can read them, but
Paul wasn't there, right? Huh?
That's right.
you're not gonna vote him.
That was all that was on that meeting?
It was quick.
It was quick.
I wasn't there, sorry.
Are you implying that's why it was quick?
No. Not at all. That's nice that it was quick.
Yeah.
All right, I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the December 12th, 2024 Commissioners meeting.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
So if I vote no, they're not accepted. Why is he voting?
You can't vote, you weren't at the meeting.
I
Aye.
read them.
Aye.
All right, motion
good.
carries.
Leave me hanging.
All right, do you have copies of the non-public?
I do. I assume you did not want to go into the non-public for these?
I don't think we need to.
No. Take one, pass it down. Please and thank you.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes of the December 12th, 2024 non-public session 2 minutes.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'll take out the session too.
Okay, I wonder what that was. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries, thank you. All right, any other business?
Yes.
We need to review the
Manifest.
manifest.
Did you want to have another meeting between now and the 14th? Between now and February, rather?
I guess I think I would. So at the public hearing, the budget committee presents the budget.
Right.
But then we present the warrant.
Correct.
That meeting's when, February 11th.
Yes.
Jason, you're tied up on a Tuesday of the month, is that correct?
Third one. Third's on next
He's
next
tied up on the
Tuesday.
21st.
Could we meet on the 28th?
What day's that?
Tuesday.
2 weeks from today. You gonna be in Florida?
No. Because I have a meeting, I can't remember if it's Monday or Tuesday.
What about the 23rd? That's a Thursday. No? Okay.
Let me check on, the 28th sounds good, but I just, because usually we have it on a Monday, at the
Okay.
end of the month, but I don't know. Haven't posted it yet, so.
Jason, could that
That
work for you?
seems okay, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll find out, and I'll let you know tomorrow.
Okay.
Can you send that email out to us tomorrow so we can get, everybody can reply back to you?
Yes.
So we'll tentatively schedule a meeting for
All right,
28th.
so, let's see.
And at that time, we'll review the warrant, because hopefully we'll have it back by then.
Hopefully, yes.
And then we can talk about this PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
Um,
And the warrant, PowerPoint. Did you want to do the fire prevention fees at the same time because of time
Yeah.
constraints?
Yes. Yep, we can do that.
So I'm just going to send out an email that says, is everyone available January 28th?
Yes.
Are you available, Sean?
Yes.
I suppose I should include.
I looked at the chief's calendar, there's nothing on it.
I know, I looked at it too.
He has a meeting at Concord at 11, I believe, for the SES.
He should be back
He
by
should-
then.
He's not back by then, or 10.
Your new email address, I have to remember to start with CM.
Yep.
Do we have disposition reports?
Yes, we have many.
Okay.
There you go. That's what's in here. Okay, I sent the email.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Jason.
Hmm?
I forgot to.
Yeah, I know.
Been a little grumpy over
I
there.
have no.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wait for something?
We're gonna go into non-public.
Okay.
You okay with doing that?
Yeah.
I know you're in the middle of
No,
studying
that's
there.
fine.
All right. Need a motion to enter non-public?
So moved.
All right, seconded by,
A second.
all right, the reason for non-public is RSA 91-A:3, matters which, if discussed in public, would likely affect adversely the reputation of any person other than a member of this board, unless such person requests an open meeting. This exemption shall extend to include any applicant for assistance or tax abatement or waiver of fee, fine, or other levy if based on inability to pay or poverty of the applicant. Roll call vote, Paul Ogier,
Yes.
Tim Sattler, yes, Jason Wright.
Yes.
Okay, stop the recorder, we're entering non-public at 6:45 PM.
Unpaused.
Right. Public session is reconvened at 7:04 PM. Motion made to seal these minutes? No.
And then, in this non-public session, you reviewed the disposition reports and acted on them.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other business?
Just manifests.
Hold on.
That's okay.
So we're going to attempt to have a meeting on the 28th where we will review the warrant, hopefully approve the fire prevention fee structure, our new fire prevention fee rate
Okay.
schedule,
PowerPoint presentation.
go over the PowerPoint presentation.
And any other business.
Those other items we can put off till a later time, disposition of the fire prevention trailer, fire extinguisher training equipment, you're gonna keep that until we get the new.
Until we get the new, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that takes to get, you know, once we order it, obviously, have to wait for district meeting and sometimes it's a more specialty equipment, it's longer out, but sometimes they have it. Neither would surprise me.
Do you need a motion?
We're gonna let you finish that. and-
Well, you know, I could stay after school.
Okay. No other business, entertain a motion to adjourn. All right, Jason's made a motion, Paul seconded it, all those in favor, aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned at 7:06. Thank you, gentlemen.
So you've been home ever since, next,
Yeah, since the first of the year.